soon, but not yet. Good morning, good evening, good night.
Good night, really. It's actually ADHD Power Hour, I think. Welcome to OK Aussie, Dyan and
I
Matt.
decided to bake him something.
I'm excited.
It's easy.
Well, I hope it's easy.
But look what I've done.
You've also done some art this evening.
Okay, so guys, if you get these candles, okay, they're meant to be this way around.
What normally happens?
But these balls fall off. Now I've got many of them. You've probably seen my trick or treat one. Super cute.
Super cute.
Okay.
But you do something special to them
too,
so that the balls don't.
But I put Mod Podge on here.
Which is a clear drying glue.
And it's
like
permanent.
PVA.
So I've got tons of these and they'll last forever.
Very cool.
Until you've used the wax, I guess.
Yeah.
Right, so what I'm baking.
What are you baking for me?
Very simple is scrolls.
Okay.
So we've got puff pastry.
Right.
And he's chosen, this is for Sir, because I am gluten. Well, basically, by my American test, I am celiac. So basically, I cannot enjoy this myself, sadly.
We're using Australia's favourite. G'day, mate. Pampers, established in 1934. Good year that. Puff pastry, apparently.
You can make pies.
Light,
you can
golden
make
layers. Perfect for making a delicious pie.
For eggs, you can make meat pies, and you can make scrolls. So we're making scrolls.
Now,
so let me show you.
hold on, before we start.
What?
Out of the last 3 times that you've cooked, okay, it's just funny. Okay, you've only cooked 3 times since we've been here for 6 months. Each separate time that you've cooked, there's been a fire alarm and a fire brigade. I'm just saying, what are the odds?
Who's being loud outside? Where's the drama?
Let's not worry about the drama. Hold on. Could it be 4 from 4? Okay, what are you finding out, my little sleuth?
Know. People in the street. Don't know if it's the apartments across the road or it's our apartments. I don't know.
Okay, there's lots of noise and you're a little bit sensitive to that. Okay, what have we got? We've got 2 main ingredients.
2 Biscoff.
Right.
And then we're doing 1 with cheese and Vegemite.
Now hold on, for those who are not Australian, have you even heard of Vegemite? Do you know that's an Australian iconic flavour?
Let me tell you instructions. Do not
take a large dob of Vegemite.
Social distancing should be
Make sure it's thick when you eat it.
He's lying. The opposite.
Come on, Americans. You know to do better than this.
You put lots of butter.
Yes.
And you just put little touches of it, little smears, just real sparse.
No. Come on. You gotta be like an Australian. You gotta like a thick.
He's lying. But it's got a lot of good vitamins in there, guys.
It actually has got a lot of good vitamins. A lot of people find it a very acquired taste.
For the whole school years of my life.
So did I.
Weirdo.
I know. Says you. It's very similar.
Actually,
there's correlations. Hold on. There's correlations to Promite, Bovril. So Promite, Bovril, Vegemite. They're all quite similar.
Promite.
If you've got a favourite out of Vegemite, Bovril, Promite, vote below.
Bovril.
Comments, let's have a look.
Bovril.
Is it going to be the Vegemite for us Australians? Is it a Promite thing? Is it a Bovril? Bovril's more South African, come on.
Okay. But I like
Vegemite. Anyway, I've gone with the Vegemite with cheese, with these scrolls. So, you've got puff pastry, you've got some butter. You've asked for some tasty cheese.
With the butter? How am I supposed to use the butter?
Just use it. It's okay if you use a little bit, or it can be thrown away after that. Because that's what we used in the last mess. That was what we used in the lasagna. So that's why I cut a slob for the white cream.
Some paper towel, please, or a tea towel, something blank.
No.
A chef needs something for their hands.
Would you like an apron? Are you going to be messy? I don't want to get all the mermaid stuff all,
Okay, well then let's put the apron on.
You've got an apron for a reason.
There's a mermaid going on here. Look at me. Mermaid.
Right. Little Miss Apron.
Someone's coming. Alright, let's put the apron on.
Okay, can you squeeze in that way? Alright, arms through that way. Excellent. Look at that. Hey?
Alrighty.
Job done.
Okay, stuck on my boob.
Now, how are we making these? Do I need to turn the oven on and preheat it?
I need to tie these up, don't I? Hang on.
Okay, get your stuff together.
Right, so sorry, what did you ask?
Would you like me to preheat the oven or is that too premature?
I would like you to preheat the oven.
I am preheating the oven.
To moderate,
160.
please. So it's a moderate oven, 180 degrees, about
180.
15 minutes.
Ooh,
But
180.
I'll show you what we do before that. But I'm just saying, preheat the oven.
Preheat it.
And look, if you want to preheat the oven, just remember, you only have to put it at 100.
Okay.
You don't actually have to put it at the design one. But being that this is going to be quite quick,
Yeah.
put it at moderate.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
No problem.
Okay,
I'll
so
put it
let's
on
get going.
160 because I know you can be a little bit slow in the process.
Oh, that's lovely.
ADHD.
Yeah.
You go off on deviations.
She's a bit slow.
You see a little bit
everybody.
sparkly over there and you go, oh, looks exciting. Let's take a pause.
You're being nasty.
I'm not being nasty. I'm
Okay.
just...
The problem is you wanted butter, but the problem is butter doesn't.
Right.
Okay. I used to use margarine.
Would you like margarine?
Yeah, I don't think this is going to work with the
Because
butter.
you haven't melted the butter. It's sufficiently enough for it to be
And you don't want to
spreadable.
melt it because it's.
We also came with...
He just gave me
This
the
is
wrong
like
thing. Alright, so
spreadable.
can you get some, it's leaking, can you get some cling wrap?
Cling-ons on the starboard bow.
Like you Americans call it,
Saline wrap.
Celine.
Like Celine Dion.
Celine.
I don't know. Stem wrap?
Celine wrap?
What do you call your wrap?
What do you call it?
What-
We call it cling
wrap.
wrap.
Or Glad wrap.
Or
Because it's the
Glad.
brand. We go for the
It's
brand. We do a lot of things based on brands in
Now
Australia, don't we?
this butter, I don't think it's real butter, but I think it is. It tastes like it. Alrighty, geez, you got some like crumbs in here, dude. That's just so not cool.
From
Toast crumbs.
my muffins, my English breakfast muffins.
Oh my god. Guys, there's a lot of English influence in Australians. Just deal with it, okay? It's very confusing, I know, to some of you, but it's just, that's our heritage,
Is
okay?
now the time to have a chopped milk or should I wait?
What?
I don't know. It says smash it.
Well, smash it then, dude.
Smash it down. Aussie owned. WA made. We are in Western Australia, by the way.
Choc milk is an Aussie thing. Sausage roll and choc milk at school? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was the cool thing. Or you used to get a Chico roll and a
Chico roll and a chopped
and
milk.
a choc milk, and you go to the beach and you sit
Absolutely.
there and you'd be
It
like
was
in your
the
surf
thing.
clothes and you're like, I'm cool.
That's exactly right.
I'm cool.
Chico
I'm
roll.
hanging at the marina and
If you had a favourite
I'm cool.
combination, was it something like the sausage rolls and sauce? Was it a meat pie?
Chico roll.
Chico roll and a
Is
chopped
that
milk.
only Australian?
I think
Chico
so.
roll? Yeah, I think so.
Thanks. We're being very Australian.
Does
here
anyone
today.
have a Chico roll in other
Jeez, why don't you just
countries?
kill me with a bit more butter? Okay, I'm kidding.
Don't be like that. This is the process.
I'm teasing. It's okay. It's looking good. You're doing well.
Okay, so this one.
No fire brigade's been called as yet, so that's a good
Do you want
thing.
me to swap them from?
No, I want you to do the one thing and then go on to the next thing.
No, I don't do it that way.
Okay.
I don't operate like that. So you take that one away.
Okay.
Be careful.
Oh, I'm careful. She says.
Be
But
careful.
slaps it around, she does.
Hey, this is what I used to do for my babies
Yeah.
and the big baby. This is what I used to do.
Right.
Is make these things. Now, okay, I've got to get concentrated because this is just ending up.
Because you talk too much. Don't we now?
It's defrosted too much. So I've just got to concentrate, guys. Hang on.
That's okay.
I will be with you. He can entertain you.
Oh, I'm very entertaining. What would you like me to do? Sing, dance,
Oh
perform?
my goodness, no, they
What
don't.
does it need to do? But look, this is an Australian thing with the Vegemite. We are very iconic. We do love our Aussie stuff. Remember, if you're American, if you do come to Australia, be careful with drop bears. They are a real thing. Always look up with... Don't give away the trade secrets. Okay, we are one of the most dangerous countries in the world. We've got the dangerous spiders. We've got the most dangerous snakes.
Snake.
We've got some of the most dangerous sea
You
things as
guys.
well, from sea snakes
Especially
to blue ring
WA.
octopus to stonefish. Oh my goodness, man, we have so
Especially
many things.
WA.
It's just dangerous just walking out your front
Remember when we
door.
went to Shark Bay and your toe
Yep.
got chopped off by a fish? A
It
fish.
came right at me. I saw it. It was actually like
a fish.
it was a shark.
It was not a shark. You're so dramatic.
Excuse me, I'm
Sir, I
telling
know.
the story. I was at
I
Shark
know.
Bay. It was called Shark Bay. What do you think you're going to have at Shark Bay?
It was not a
What,
shark.
little guppies or something
Do
like that?
you think
It was a
with
shark.
my babies in front of me, you think I'd let them swim
I
the shark?
protected the babies.
I was
I stood in
watching.
front of it. I saw the fin coming at me. It was like one of those
it wasn't a shark.
megalodon things. It was coming at me through the waves. It was like a bow wave. You know, the bow plane of a boat as it comes towards you. You saw it. You saw the fin. And like, there's someone on the shore going, dun. It was like, look at that. And they were pointing it. And I saw it go this way. And then they saw it go that way. And it was go this way. And it came straight at me and it was like, ouch, my foot. It almost took my whole foot off.
A Pommy lady who was visiting, you know, our people, but visiting, said, be careful of the big fish. Those big ones, they bite your toes. He's lying about the shark.
It was a shark and it bit my whole foot off.
Well, I had worse than that. I walked into a glass door. Full
That
on,
was funny, actually.
really fast, ADHD style. Whack! Right? Nose.
Have you got a knife?
Everything.
Can you back away with a knife?
Sorry. And basically, my babies were watching TV.
Yep, and you bounced.
I set them up with snacks.
Yep.
And I said, I'll be at the pool.
Yep, it's fun going camping, isn't it?
Right?
Yep, in Australia.
We had a cabin thing.
Yeah, we did. With
And
a glass
they were
door.
really tired and they were happy to rest. And I was like, that happened. And they were like, you okay, Mum? And I'm like, I'm fine. Oh, good.
Good days.
Good.
They really should put those safety strips
fine.
across the glass
And then
sliding
I come
doors, shouldn't
down
they?
to the pool to you and I'm like,
Yeah, that's melting.
oh, I just walked into the door. My nose is so sore.
Okay, but the shark bit my foot off.
I don't care.
See what I have to live with?
Remember when we were driving?
Where'd it go?
I couldn't walk straight the next day. We drove 10 hours to Carnarvon. And I get out the car
We have
and
very
I'm like,
long drives in Australia.
like
I
this.
know, it affects your balance. It absolutely causes you to have
We should
permanent
have known
attacks.
something was wrong then.
It's like that, you know, as those little party tricks where you get like a broomstick and you put it on the ground and you touch your nose and you run around, you know.
What?
You run around in a circle
What
and you
is
do that
that?
10 times. It's a party trick game anyway.
That's stupid.
And then you get dizzy. That's what she's like most of the time, even without anything.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
because of her 22Q.
That's fair.
Anyway, how's the cooking going, honey? Well, it's not really cooking, it's baking. You've got butter spread across some pastry. Yay! Well done. We're getting somewhere.
We're getting
Hurry up! I need
somewhere.
to eat. I'm hungry.
All
I need to
right,
feed the
so-
man Vegemite.
Biscoff. Alright, if you haven't tried this, give it a go. It's just another alternative to Nutella, think of it that way.
It's actually very yummy.
Tasty.
I hadn't actually tried. I honestly,
You
cross my heart,
liked it, didn't you?
I never tasted
Did
it.
I
She brought me a
make it
spoon
bit?
in. Oh, that spoon. Can you start spooning? And she fed me, and it was like, yum, very nice. So yes, that entered into this. So we're having some Biscoff on one or two.
Two
Two a Biscoff. The other Vegemite and cheesy scrolls. Yum, very reminiscent, very memorable, you know. So coming back to my shark, the megalodon that came and bit
It
my...
was not a shark.
Then it was a piranha.
For goodness sake.
It went right at me. There was blood in the water.
Why do I have to be married so long to this person?
Oh my God.
33 years.
Well, at least I don't walk through doors.
Some people like Gypsy Rose
Blanchard.
Blanchard. She killed someone, she only got 10 years.
I know.
Why have I got 33? Seriously?
Our holidays are very exciting in Australia, trust me. There are lots of other stories of what we've done whilst camping in the Australian
We've
outback.
done so much.
We have actually done a
It was
heck of a
fun.
lot. Right, so you're layering this across the whole thing, the Biscoff. You're using your Care Bear spatula.
I am.
There's no other particular technique to this except butter them up,
No.
put the product on.
It's pretty much
You're gonna roll it.
personalised to what you want. It's as much as you want, as little as you want. Doesn't matter.
Well, we're going to have lots, I'm hoping, here. And in particular with the Vegemite.
We
Lots
are.
of cheese. Cheese is a good thing. A bit
Well-
like the lasagna. You can't have enough cheese. That's what we found. But lasagna that
He's
Dyan
just
did
addicted to cheese.
was...
that's
I always
really
have
what
been.
it is.
And
He's just
Italian
addicted.
pasta.
Fully addicted.
Nothing wrong with that.
Is it?
Is there? No,
Is there?
there's nothing wrong with that.
Isn't there?
No,
Like
there is not.
cholesterol. No, that's
Excuse
right. Me, the person that does all the healthy things,
Yeah.
I get the heart problems.
You're the one who's got the heart problems. Actually, but
Go
I've
figure.
had heart surgery. What are you talking about? I've had a hole in my heart. But that's actually...
Resolved.
I eat well. Come on. I'm healthy. I'm fit. I walk in the Australian outback and I avoid drop bears. Look, sometimes you've got to park your kangaroo as well. Okay, that's
Yeah,
very
they're pretty
important
hard
to
park,
do.
Actually. Their
They
tails
are.
a bit
You've
of
got to
a
be
pain.
careful with the parallel and reverse parking. Parallel parking of your kangaroo is a heck of a lot easier. They're not so good at the whole reversing.
It's the tail.
Have you ever seen a kangaroo jump backwards? Because they don't. They're only a
Oh,
forward
they don't
going
cross
action.
over.
They can stand up. Okay, you can see them all buff and
Oh, they can stand
they
up.
stand up.
They're tall.
Yeah, I've had a boxing match with a kangaroo before. Okay, seriously?
You have not.
No, I have. You haven't seen it. I have.
When?
It
Walking
was years
bush.
ago. Yeah, but we'll watch. Right.
What'd you do to it?
I
Did you say
didn't
something
do
smart-assy
anything
and
to
it
it all. He came at me.
Skippy.
It wasn't Skippy.
Where the fuck
Skippy,
is
the Australian bush kangaroo.
Skippy, where
from
are
New
you,
South
by
Wales,
the
from
way? MIA?
Missing in Action. No. Well, that was a series that we grew up with as kids in Australia.
Absolutely.
If you remember that and you're Australian, please let us know in the comments as well.
We love
that was actually very good. It was based on in a reserve, so it was actually in a nature park. The dad was a park ranger at the time. They had the little Bell Holly helicopter that they used to have. Skippy, obviously the kangaroo. You know, you get a little gum leaf and you whistle when the kangaroo comes along. And
the boy did that.
just like what Lassie does in America. Well, we've got the Lassie kangaroo called Skippy. Okay, that's the Australianism of ourselves. It's very, very clever.
Do you want to lick it?
I love that. Thank you, Biscoff. So, how's it going?
Would.
So, you've got 2 of them done so far with the Biscoff and butter. Cool. Now you're doing Vegemite. Now, how thick will she put the Vegemite on?
How thick do you want it, is the question.
I don't mind actually with Vegemite because it's also diluted by the cheese. So,
okay,
you knock yourself out. Did you want another spatula? Will that help you? No, you're just going to use the knife. You're just going to. You're just going to
do it the way I used to.
That's not a knife. This is a knife.
I'm going to do it the way I used to do it. So he's just going to put up with that.
I know.
You're just going to have what we used to have.
Biscoff. It reminds me of a bit of. It's got like a bit of a cinnamon taste to it.
Yeah.
A bit of like almost like a caramel flavour to it.
Correct.
I think that's probably what I'd explain it as being.
Delicious.
Don't you think? It is very. It's got a.
Stop eating it.
I'm sorry, but you don't just give me a spoon and say, "Look good."
See, I told you it might be an addiction thing.
Nice.
I warned him. I fully warned him how tasty it is because, you know, it can be an addictive thing. Just like Nutella. Yeah. I just get a teaspoon and I just suck on it watching telly. It's a very bad habit. But anyway,
bad habit.
I'm 50. I'm going to die soon. No, not really. We hope. Okay, we're working on it. But still, I'm
working on killing you.
No, we're working on staying alive. But basically, I just get a teaspoon of Nutella and just lick it in front of the telly. I am that kind of girl. I am just weird. Okay?
It's actually a recommended thing by your dietitian. Okay?
I know. I've got to get like fattening things into me.
Well, it's also the thing that nuts have actually got a lot of
things.
nutritional value, as we already know. But the problem is nuts don't break down for time because of having gastroparesis, which is a dysmotility of the GI tract. And in fact,
all the way from the top
to the bottom, it doesn't move. Not without industrial strength medication. It really sucks, to be honest. And that's what makes our life a lot harder as it's progressed and got worse over the years.
Really bad.
Because, you know, in a normal household, you cook one set meal for everybody and everybody can eat it and enjoy it. And we used to cook lovely, sensational meals. Our whole lifestyle and our whole diet thing has had to change. And I miss out on doing this sort of thing, baking and cooking for me because, well, for her there's no benefit because she doesn't get to eat. It's a bit of a tease.
No,
but she's wanted to get back into it recently as well. And the fatigue is incredibly... And we want you up and about as much as you can. Doing these little things is, from an occupational therapist perspective, an activity to do. It's a good physio.
I've had no chest pain today.
She's applying the cheese to the Vegemite.
Because I've been pretty gentle on myself today.
Correct.
But I am out of breath a lot, so my oxygen's probably not good. Yep. And I'm still fighting for medical oxygen.
Yep, the fight is on. We're still going there, a bit like me and that kangaroo, the
big
boomer.
Like guys, I want you to be aware in Australia, no matter what condition you've got and born with, you will be neglected. These people are being neglected, guys, and I'm not the only one. So just know that it is terrible. We're
people
not treated well at all.
Complex conditions, rare conditions, okay?
They don't care if we die. They just don't care.
You should almost expect these days it's an 8 to 10 year pathway of actually getting to a diagnosis because it takes so long to bring all these little pieces together to work out what the heck people have actually got. And that's not even guarantee that you actually get there, or that once you do get a diagnosis, there's no guarantee that they've actually got people, specialists, who've actually got the knowledge.
Yeah. To deal with
the skill sets to
and
be able to
manage
it all.
From close
I can indeed. All right, so you have got lots of cheese on this. What's the technique here?
Right.
We're just going to roly.
I use the plastic to my advantage.
She's using the plastic to her advantage.
This blue plastic here. I don't know what colour plastic, but it could be different plastic in where you do.
If you've got plastic
then I pull it down. Because you don't want to cook it with the plastic.
No. Now, here's a little trick when you've got those sliced cheeses with the plastic on. Take the plastic off before you melt them. Just saying for someone, just in case someone's asked you. No, don't do that. Plastic cheeses, slices with plastic, take them off.
Oh my God, my auntie did that.
Yep, told you. I knew there'd be someone that she knew that does that.
Right,
there's a story.
Here. I was sitting and we were all having dinner with my auntie and uncle, so my mum's brother and his wife and us, and my auntie's brother and his wife and kids, and also the other sister and kids, right? Because us second cousins, we treated each other like we were first cousins. But anyway, we were all mucking around, but we were sitting for dinner, and basically my auntie made a lasagna with sliced cheese without taking the plastic off. So when everyone tucked
There's always one in this family, in her family there's probably quite a few ones.
No, that's not. She's not my family.
Oh, see, she's already disowned
my
and
mum's brother. Okay.
I know.
She
Good job
drove
at
us
distancing
into
already.
a ditch in Denmark, and we were stuck on the side of the road.
Her driving skills are actually not good.
When
Don't
everyone
go in
said,
the car with her.
right, you kids are
Not
going
with
with
Auntie
Auntie
Sue. No,
that's it. You kids are going with Auntie Sue. Off you go, and I'd go, no way am I getting in that car.
You should have done the thing where you go, well, let's go and get the helmet on. Let's go and get the neck brace on. Let's go and get the elbow pads and the wrist brace and all the other padding just to hop in the car with Auntie Sue. Yeah, good old Auntie Sue. All right, how's that rolling going? You rolled?
Good old Auntie Sue. Okay, rubbish third.
Rubbish, okay, thank you very much,
Right,
Lee.
so we have one roll. So do you want to show them the roll?
Yes, I've showed them the roll. It is rolled like a tuna roll or a
so it's
sushi roll. There you go.
Now, I need to put it on the pan, please.
Okay.
So if you could bring a pan.
You want to put it on a pan?
Mm-hmm.
Right. I'll bring the pan to you.
I will be cutting it
on
the pan.
Okay.
Okay.
No worries.
All right.
Makes sense.
So this one, we'll get started.
So you're going to do the Vegemite on its own pan and the two Biscoffs on the
other pan.
Okay.
Yeah, because if it leaks over, you don't really want
You don't want to cross over. A cross-contamination of flavours,
Now,
sensations.
normally you should be faster than what I'm being, but because I'm videoing, it's going to be slower. Because the right consistency of the pastry is easier.
It's okay. Yeah.
But when
There
you're
is no
videoing,
rush.
everything's harder, guys. It is difficult to explain and do, and you know.
And listen to my tall stories about Australia from a short person. That's you.
Yeah. I just miss waking up in the Parongarups, playing out the front, and looking at the sleeping lady, which is the Sterling Ranges, by the way. That's the official name.
Which looks like
I didn't even know. People were
sleeping.
saying Sterling Ranges. You know where it is. It's down south. I'm like, Sterling Ranges.
Yeah.
No. And then I found out it was the sleeping lady.
Yes.
And
Everybody
like,
has their
no,
own
it's
local
the sleeping
naming
lady.
conventions to things. We don't really have mountains here in Western Australia. In fact, we're
Found
actually
that strange.
quite
All right,
low.
any other pan?
Bluff Knoll down south is actually the highest that we actually have. And look, I've climbed up and down that twice in one day, so it ain't.
It's pretty full on.
What? Bluff Knoll? I actually ran up the first time. Then I ran down.
I struggled as a kid.
I jogged up the
to
second
play.
time, and I walked down, coming down the fourth time.
Whoa, okay.
It's actually not that bad.
This is getting messy. Okay.
Looks like you're doing well.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We are getting there. I'm going to bring this over here. So
Those are all a bit
Interchange.
dirty, sorry, because it's a messy one a little bit, guys. Just remember that. But it's so easy, guys. You can, once you're in the flow of them and you do them weekly, I used to do them weekly. Once you get in that flow, you get to the point where you're so fast, you can make tons, and I used to put them in the freezer.
with school coming back, obviously, that's a really great, easy school snack,
Absolutely.
lunchbox snack, after school snack, whatever you want to call it,
Just
snack.
make sure your kids are athletic, because this isn't what you would call a healthy snack, but still, if your kid is an active kid, there should not be a problem. Is this the Biscoff? Yes.
That's the Biscoff.
There shouldn't be a problem. Kids should always be active. Now, do you really want the butter on top?
No, you don't have to put butter on top.
Alright,
That's perfectly
so-
fine. I'm happy. And then you're not putting anything like a milk or an egg or anything on
you
top
don't
like
do
that.
You don't do anything like that, guys.
Okay.
All you do, and look, this bit is a decision of your own. And I'm going to ask Sir, because he's the one eating them. How thick do you want your scrolls?
I think a finger thickness, which is about 1.5 centimetres.
Like that?
Yeah, I reckon so. Chop it, honey.
I'm just wondering if I need like a steak knife, maybe.
You want a steak knife? As long as you don't go through the paper.
Oh, will I?
Well, that's the only thing. I mean, you've got that as an option. Or do you want to use the cutting board? Will that help?
What do you mean the cutting board? You're moving. No, stop. No? You're making it worse.
I'm trying to
You're
help.
making it worse.
I'm trying to help.
Alright, just back off. You're making me stressed.
Back out of the kitchen. She's got a knife as well. I'm getting out of here.
Just.
Okay.
I'm concentrating. Tell them some stories.
Wow. It's always got to be me telling the stories, doesn't it? Anyway, there's always stories in Australia. Sorry for making you so dizzy. I'm just over here in the kitchen doing some hard work, you know.
Oh my goodness. Listen to
What?
it. Listen to it. Hey, Jazzy.
Now, the funny thing is I haven't actually gone for a bushwalk in Australia for probably over a year now. And that's really unnatural for me. But that's because of my knee injury. And next week, I'm actually going to see the orthopaedic surgeon about knee surgery. So, wish me luck on that one, because that's going to make, hopefully, all of the difference of whether A, my knee has improved with the activities and stretching and strengthening exercises I've been doing a lot of stair work, or B, I actually do need to go under the knife and actually have a surgical operation on it. Now, not sure what it's going to be like. I really don't know. I think these days the research is actually showing that sometimes knee surgery should actually be avoided and actually going more of a exercise-based pathway for rehabilitation for better improvements. So that's something which is actually quite interesting. Since I've got a sports science background, I like the exercise part, but it doesn't always mean guaranteed. So it depends on how much damage is done inside of the knee capsule. Okay, she's finished karate chopping some of these. She's been working hard over here while I've been cleaning.
Sorry, I'm just concentrating, guys.
That's okay, you're doing really well.
Because it's getting very doughy. Alright, so you need to spread them out, guys, because
they'll expand, won't they?
expand.
Ah.
Especially if there's cheese involved. So make sure they've got their own little space.
Little space.
Social distancing.
Social distancing with the pastry.
Social distancing.
Such an autistic thing, isn't it? Are you sure you got enough space there? Do you need to
Do you
make
think
more
that's
space?
spaced well? I think it is.
Is it like Star Trek space, or is it just your sort of space?
They can't see my head.
Where'd your head go? There you went. Well, you're bending
Trek.
over.
I've got a t-shirt coming.
She's ordered a Star Trek t-shirt.
So excited.
Yep.
I don't know why people aren't into Star Trek. Where are you all?
Keep cutting.
Okay, because I'm watching Star Trek again like I did when I was a teenager, and it's just as good. So anyway, if you're a Star Trek fan, please let me know so we can like chat about Star Trek. Anyway.
There's not much Star Trek merchandising here in Australia, actually.
No, there's not.
And I don't understand that. I would have thought there would have been a lot more, to be honest.
That's in the sink because I wiped off the Vegemite from there.
Okay.
Gosh, I'm getting wobbly now.
Are you? Are you feeling okay?
Oh, I'm feeling fine.
She's feeling fine. Right. There we go. A bit more spread of the spread, so to speak. Let me over here and wash while you're doing that.
Sorry, yeah, just the cloth.
Okay.
Yes, Jazzy. She's very vocal, guys. Sorry.
Well, it's almost her bedtime, that's why.
Is it almost your bedtime, my little chickens? Yes. You've been in our bedroom all day. The cat's asleep, so sorry about that.
Oh, he's just being lazy at the moment. Now,
he's an old man.
For Christmas, are you going to make me White Christmas?
What's White Christmas, by the way? Remind me.
White Christmas. That little combination that just melts in your mouth. That's got
well, get me the
dates
recipe.
And slice. Not the date slice, isn't it, really?
Get me the recipe then, and I'll make it then.
On the to-do list.
If you get me the recipe and the ingredients, I can make it. I can bake anything, guys. This was my thing. Okay, this is my profession for a very long time. Cooking and baking saves you a lot of money, guys. I'll tell you that right now. When times are tough, when we had to pay a mortgage on one wage because of my disability, that's what we did. It's a pity that we couldn't keep our house though. That really makes me mad. But in Australia, they don't treat disability well at all. So, yeah, it is what it is. Now these, I hope they have enough space, but they won't expand as much because there's no cheese in these.
That's what I thought as well.
However, they still will expand. So I do need to be careful.
Yeah, you're doing really well.
In spreading them out, don't I?
Mm-hmm.
So let me
Because otherwise we're
know.
just getting this whole big pastry blob, like a jigsaw that will blend together.
Like how many pieces altogether have you counted?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 on that particular one.
11.
I think your cutting's got a little bit bigger as you've gone along.
Yeah, it's because of the, I've had to, because of the doughiness now of the pastry.
Yeah.
Whereas if I was doing this speedy, without the camera,
not knocking down,
then
yeah,
I would be different. But
I'm
look,
looking forward to the taste.
I'm rusty, guys. I'm rusty. I haven't done this for a long time.
So how long do you reckon it'll take for them to cook? I'm thinking anywhere between
about
12 to
15
15 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay, in about a 180
minutes.
degree oven. No worries. I will keep an eye watching on those as we go
Yes,
along.
you will.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm hoping tomorrow Sunday is more of a relaxing recuperation
Yes, please.
recovery day for us both. We've had week after week after week that's been pretty full on and hectic as you've seen through
And we've got
the
a
videos
full-on
lately.
week
Been
coming
a lot
up
of
with
stress.
a few admin things,
Oh yes, we have a
appointments.
specialist appointment,
On Monday,
legal
actually.
appointment,
And a legal appointment.
NDIS appointment. We've got the AAT coming up on Friday, which is the
Yep.
Administration Appeals Tribunal on Friday. So working through with that for some of the outstanding things as well.
It's a lot.
So many other sub meetings between all of those things as well. So yeah, we don't really get a week, let alone even a day at any point in time on our schedule where it's just
To rest.
nothing planned, where you can just go, yep, it's all relaxed, all fun. This is
It's
part of the struggle
constant
of
stress.
acute illness, and Dyan's obviously got a chronic long-term condition. I mean, she's been sick all her life, particularly in the last 30 years with ME/CFS.
I mean, it started off as a child with mosquito syndrome, guys. I used to get mosquitoes and I had severe reactions.
Anaphylaxis response to that.
I was
an
born
allergy.
premature. I've had a lot of medical battles since the day one. All right, so are we
All right.
putting these in?
We're ready to go.
You ready, guys?
Yep. Do you
So
need help?
I'm going to put at the top because of the cheese.
Wide, not long. Wide,
Oh,
not long.
sorry.
Yep.
So put them in there.
Yep,
Because
okay.
I want the cheese at the top. Why is that moving
Yep.
forward?
Don't let all the heat escape.
All
That's
right.
the idea of
then-
preheating.
Oops. Then this is the Biscoff one on the bottom shelf.
All right.
All right.
Close
so
that sucker down.
Is that closed?
That sounds closed.
Now I would put a 10-minute timer on,
Okay.
and then we check it at 10 minutes. Even though, guys, I do believe it will be roughly about 15 minutes for sure. Like seriously, this is a 15-minute job. It's just really is. It's not long to cook. The preparation can be sped up. The more you do it, the more you'll just like boom, 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 boom. It gets very fast. These can be packed away.
No worries.
I was going to wipe the table before.
Why are
we
you
do that.
going to wipe the table? Of course you would.
How do I get out of this? Help.
No, I want to see how you get out of it, honey.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that. It's like a straitjacket.
Harry Houdini.
Harry? Harry?
Is that Harry Houdini?
Yes, it was Harry Houdini.
Yes,
The
my mum liked
escapologist.
him for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, it was entertainment of the era.
Yes, it was. And I used to, why is he doing that? He could die. I was very literal.
Yeah. Very
My mum
dramatic.
was like, he's very experienced and there's a little bit of trickery probably. And I'm like,
Ah, the
"But
trickery.
where's the trickery? I can't see it.
Hmm.
Yes, I thought that this dude was like some kind of like supernatural weirdo.
Like Superman.
Alright, my table, and this one, guys.
You don't want to leave it out for bringing them out? I think we'll use it.
Fine.
She was going to show how it actually folds away. Now let's actually make sure she's put it back up the right way.
I haven't.
I've made sure it's secure. Last thing we want is the table to fall apart as I bring hot stuff out from the oven. Hey, hot stuff.
I'm very dizzy. Okay. This is what living with my conditions like. doing something that you want to do, your brain wants to do, your mind wants to do, but it takes its toll. So I'm going to catch my breath. If I had my watch on right now, it would be in the red.
High heart rate.
It would be in the red. So
and with a low oxygenation rate. Did you feel your brain? Can't be seen. Did you feel your brain starting to go a little bit more offline as well as you're doing that from a thinking process perspective?
I did. I didn't want to say anything because, guys, anything that's like a change upsets me. I don't want to admit it.
You don't want to acknowledge.
You know, like old people, because basically, guys, like I've said before, when you've got 22Q, when you're 50, it's like you're 80.
It actually is. It actually, I'm going to just clarify that.
Yeah.
It actually says that specifically in the literature.
And that's exactly
so
what
for
it feels
patients
like.
with 22q 11.2 deletion
I mean, look at my
syndrome,
dad.
chromosomal disorder, the actual literature, the medical clinical guidelines for this condition actually says to the specialist, actually says to the patient, actually says to the caregivers and the family and parents around them, to be aware that this condition, particularly as you're getting older in life, makes you feel because of the onus of the 185 different symptoms and conditions that your body's going under, particularly deterioration of age.
Yeah.
It makes you feel
Now
about 3 decades,
involved.
30 years older than what you currently are. So as a 50-year-old, and you've a really good analogy here, you've actually said this yourself, I feel like an 80-year-old. And I'm actually saying, spot on. I'm not surprised when your heart's going anywhere from 34 beats per minute up to almost 200 beats per minute. When your oxygen stats are dropping down into the 70s,
And yeah, I just want
saturated
to be
oxygen.
cooking for hours.
Absolutely.
Because I could save us so much money, but it frustrates me. It's very emotional, guys, because it makes me so angry because it's so much of a loss.
Yeah.
I can't contribute and it makes me mad.
Yeah.
Because my whole life I've been told off for not contributing, yet I am very disabled. I always have been, but I've never had the recognition of it.
But you're also fiercely independent, okay, which you want to keep and
Ever since I was
maintain.
a
And that's
kid.
an important thing for anybody with a disability to want to
That's
have,
always like
is
that.
to actually fight for, to have accommodations so that they can be independent and actually try and do as much as they can by themselves.
I mean, that's
or with
how I
support
was
of
parented.
AT,
X generation.
the
It's
age
like
to do so.
you have to be independent when you're X generation. You're thirsty? Then sorry, you're not coming in. There's a hose.
Yeah.
Drink out the hose. That's how I grew up.
Yeah. I get
So
that.
you know, we grew up rough. X generation.
But
you
look,
know?
lucky in this household, I mean, I can cook very well. Love
he does
chefing, so
great.
that's part I actually enjoy from the culinary perspective. So that's a bonus.
But it
so
still
there's no
makes
issue.
me sad that I can't contribute to that because I know that I can save us so much money by cooking for us.
It's also just a passion, a feeling of accomplishment when you can do
I
something,
like cooking
when you feel
for
that you
others
can
too.
contribute
Like,
and be
we
part
used
of
to
the
have
process.
so many friends come over. We used to be the dinner party people, and we had so many dinner
others,
parties and barbecues and everything with all our friends. And
Boy,
we had
hasn't
such
that
a great
changed.
time.
And that pathway with chronic illness is actually quite common too. I always see when someone's been
And when your
chronically
kids
ill
grow
for
up
more than
as well.
10 years.
When your kids grow
No,
up
but
too.
this is stats I've seen internationally and quite consistently. The longer that you have had a long-term chronic condition that pulls you away from society, you get less invitations, you have people less around you, whether it's parents or family members or relations, boyfriends or whatever it might be, but you have less people around you, which means you're not able to participate. You don't have the energy to go and join in that birthday or a Christmas event or whatever it might be. People stop inviting you because they see that you're not going to be able to do that, and you start becoming very isolated because of that condition. So
It's
it
I
knocks
mean,
you.
acceptance should be there, to be honest. I want to be included.
Well,
I
modifications.
want to try my best.
People
I want to
coming
do my best.
to you, still making you included and
I'm
feeling
still
inclusive.
alive, and I think that sometimes people forget that, you know, I'm religious, but not everyone is, so I respect that you're not. But I believe God doesn't promise us a disease-free life, basically. And so the way I'm born is just what my fate is.
Yeah.
And I have to accept that. And all I want is others to accept it too.
Yeah.
And to be part of this journey that I'm on, because it's a different journey to the norm, but there should be a meeting in the middle.
Yeah.
I love hearing about normal lives, and you know, I love that. but I want people to also come to where my life is.
Sure.
That's how it should be.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, in Australia particularly, the disabled are seen in a negative light.
And funnily enough, you don't, I know we use this literally,
Yeah.
you don't sit in, you don't wallow in your disability.
No, I
now,
don't.
as a channel,
You guys know that.
As a channel, we talk about it because we're.
I mean, I've had a lot of cries lately, but
Sure.
that's because of
But
the
we're
stresses we're going
educating
through, guys,
or we're
hear about.
advocating about the condition, so we have to talk
Yes.
about it to be able to create a baseline to
We
set
want to
the
get
status
as
quo
many...
to show you what's actually going
Yeah.
on. But in our normal
Awareness.
life, it's like if we're engaging and interacting with other people, we're not sitting there and saying, well, Dyan's got X number of specialist appointments to go to, or this is her pain
It is
level, or what she's
not
going through. In
fun
fact, that's the furthest
conversations.
thing that we ever do. We are
No.
actually living in the moment. We're actually talking about what's going on in the world, the community for them or other people, cool things, fun things that people
Yeah,
want to engage with
exactly.
normal socialisation skills. So
You've got to keep that up
yeah.
if you're disabled, guys. Don't get caught in that,
mhm.
everything's about my disability. Don't get caught in that.
Sure.
Make sure that you have, your hobbies, interests, passions. Like, I know if you're autistic, you probably have, like me, a lot of special interests that kind of drown you and people have to pull you out of, and you're like, don't pull me out of this special interest. I'm really like, I'm having fun.
What are you doing?
Should I look yet?
Yes, you can look as well
You
now.
sure?
Yes, you can.
Do you like me?
Your Halloween eye mask.
Do you like it? Not me. Like, do you like me? Do you like me? That sounds a bit weird. Do you like it?
All right, have a look at your puffs and see if they're puffing.
I'm a pumpkin. What is the pumpkin do?
The pumpkins don't dance. All right, Hufflepuff.
Ooh, okay, so up the top, remember, guys, we have the Vegemite and cheese. They're nice.
Nicely distributed,
They
well spread
look-
out and spaced.
They're getting there. So the 15 minutes
Yep.
might be the right thing.
Okay.
So 5 more minutes. That there, as you can see, the Biscoff,
Yep.
a bit slower for the pastry to
Okay.
puff, but you need to see the pastry puffed.
Sure.
This is puff pastry.
Puff pastry. We want the puff
Right?
from the
You want the
Hufflepuff.
puff from the puff.
Exactly.
So basically, this is a bit slower, I noticed, but maybe that's because it's
Heat
hot.
rises?
Should we swap them?
No.
Okay.
We can take one out and let the
So
other go for a
5
little
more
bit
minutes.
longer.
So basically, on a moderate oven, 15 minutes. Deceptive.
So, you think they're going well?
Yeah, so what I think is they both need 2 more minutes, maybe, do you think?
Okay, so you're keeping
Now,
an
can
eye on
I
them.
open it to poke or not?
No, because you'll let all the hot air
Well, that's
rush
what I
out.
used to do, though, to make sure the puff is the right puff.
It's the right puff, I can see from here. We don't want them to burnt though. We don't want
But I
them too
don't
crispy.
like, there's no light really at the...
No, so we'll take the top one off and we'll leave the bottom one in for the moment. We'll maybe put the bottom one to the top.
No, I think it's cool, 'cause look at the back there. It's just because there's no cheese. It looks different.
Okay, looks different because there's no cheese or
Yes.
Vegemite bleeding out.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah,
we're almost
it's
there.
deceptive.
About a minute to go. Now, would you like me to pull them out so for safety?
Well, what we're
and
going
mucking
to do
around?
is before we pull them out, I'm going to poke them.
You're going to poke them?
Because if they're not ready,
You're going to poke the bear?
do you really want a doughy one? No, you don't. So we're going to make sure.
Right, so you want a poker.
Yeah, get me my cake poker as well, but I poke it with my finger, but it's okay. I've washed my hands.
Okay, whoops, here she is. You want that poker?
Oh, look at this, guys. Isn't this sweet? Because I love baking, I've always got good pokers. Look, it's a little cupcake on the poker. Oh, it's so cute.
Or was that poker?
See? Cake. Well, it's not cake.
Which one do you want to use?
I'm using this one.
Okay.
Isn't it cute? It's not my Care Bear spatula. Jessica, you know what I'm talking about. You and I, Care Bears. We have this thing with Care
I'm
Bears,
going to bring
don't
the
we?
top one out so you can have a poke of it and then I'll put it back.
Right. Oh, geez, that sounds really aggressive.
This is not an aggressive tutorial, this is just me not burning myself.
Don't burn yourself to your face. Alrighty.
Right, poke away. Pokemon. That's sizzling. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I think they're ready. Those ones are ready.
Okay.
So,
Would you like me to put them onto the top, the other one, or happy still leaving them on the bottom?
no, I think you should pull them out too. I can check them.
Do you want me to check them? Okay,
Yeah.
so let's
Yeah,
pull
yeah.
them out. And let's check
So
them.
you let them cool down. So what you do is you let them cool down. Now, Another thing that you do is you line your container because of the excess butter that's going to leak off. It's going to be sticky and whatever and annoy you when you have a snack. Put some paper towel at the bottom of the container. Okay? Just a tip there. Right, these ones.
I think they need more. That's too soft.
They need more. Put them on the top row.
Yep.
Okay, so they're going on the top row for a bit more. So, look guys, if that was Nutella.
Still going? A little bit longer.
So if that was Nutella, or if it was jam, you can do this with jam. Yeah, it's a bit slower. I think the cheese, I don't know what it is about cheese, speeds up the cooking process. You feel confident about them? Because I do.
Yeah, they are, because you can also see that they're a lot more browned. So as we come up to these, you can see that they're actually a lot more browned as well. So they look quite nice and simple. Yummy.
So let them cool down completely.
Yes.
And then put them in there.
And then we have our tongs ready to go
What
in your
you should
paper-lined
do-
container.
What you should do is put your
And a plate.
Vegemite on one side and your
Something
Biscoff on the
have
other
some
side. Ooh, he's going to have his
Nothing better than having
after
it hot.
dinner snack. Aren't you?
I am indeed. Right, a couple more minutes. Let's see how it's going.
I'm so excited.
How are they going?
I think the top row is going to be quicker now. I can see some progression very fast.
Okay, so they are doing better
It's
by
a
now
good
being placed
sign.
up top. What's with the sunglasses inside?
I'm just trying to be cool.
Okay. Meanwhile, while we're waiting,
He's just going
the
to
all-important taste
go for
test.
it. Tell him what it's like.
Bear myself here.
Is it memory?
It's like when the Vegemite hits as well.
Like the corners
Perfectly
of my
light,
mind.
fluffy,
Does it
nice
bring you
pastry.
back memories?
But it's just the right amount of Vegemite too, and that cheesy tang to it. That's yummy. Very nice.
So do you remember them now?
Oh, that's I do.
It's been a while.
Absolutely. Been a long while. That's your problem. All right, boss. Do you think they're ready for them to come out next
I
night?
think they're ready, guys.
You sure?
I think they're ready.
You have your stick,
Bring 'em out.
your cake stick, ready to go.
Oh,
Careful, that's gonna slip
I'm
on.
so strong.
Other one.
You're right. Okay. Deep breath.
Ooh, wafty wafty.
What do you reckon?
That's
Yeah,
enough.
that's enough.
Right, I think with your little pokey.
Right. A lot more crunchy, guys. Yes,
Yep,
this is
happy.
it. It's crunchy. If it's crunchy, boom.
It's so crunchy.
Anyone
and
else South African out there that knows of crunchies? Oh God, I miss them. I wish my nana was wanting to be around me. But anyway, my nana used to make crunchies. Perfect. Biscoff. Ooh,
Biscoff flavoured.
Yummy. Now, guys, you can do
Vegemite
this. Like
squirrels.
I said, you can do this with Nutella, jam, whatever you want. Peanut butter. I'm telling you, it's endless. So give it a go.
Good job.
It's a very cheap snack for the family, for kids, whatever. Go for it.
100%.
Morning
Thank you so
tea,
very much for that.
afternoon tea.
Appreciate that, because that will give me some snacks for a little while.
You're welcome.
And they are very cheap and easy. I mean, the puff pastry is not that expensive.
No.
I've gone for a middle of the range sort of brand. I haven't gone for like the Woolworths
We always go mid-range,
Yeah.
don't we? Yeah.
black and gold sort of brand, so it's middle of the range. But that's come out really nicely. We've got plenty of Biscoff and Vegemite and cheese to make more of these scrolls. So
Exactly. Like we've got a whole packet in the freezer of these pastries, so we're going to make more probably this week, I'd say, because we've got all the ingredients. So you just keep making them,
and I guess you
and
can
then
do
they're
these
fresh.
like nice little desserts type ones as well. So like you said, with maybe like a raspberry jam,
Raspberry
strawberry
jam,
something like that.
Peanut butter. Oh, it's endless.
Opportunities. Well,
Endless
guys, look, if you
choices.
enjoyed today's episode, do give Dyan a big
Oops.
thumbs up. If you have comments, questions, ideas, or suggestions, ideas for other types of scrolls.
Yeah.
things that
Do
can
you
make,
guys do
let me
similar
know
to
in
this?
the comments below. And I still want to hear
Give
from the
me
voting.
ideas.
Did you prefer Vegemite, Bovril, or
Promite's the best.
Promite?
Second is
Vegemite.
Bovril.
Vegemite.
Third is Vegemite.
I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that
Welcome.
notification bell, share our channel, and we'll see you in another episode real soon. Bye for now.